you got to be proud of the Dallas Cowboys if you're a fan right now. You hate the season to end like that, um, especially when it comes to a play like that. Let's just talk about the play right off the bat, just to get it out of the way. I was doing the newscast here, putting the sportscast together, and that happened. You see Dez go up, catch it, come down with 1, 2, 3 feet maybe, an elbow, reaches out. When the ball moved and the red flag came out, um, I had my doubts that we were going to keep the call, that it was going to stand. It was one of those 50-50 balls there, and with what happened last week against Detroit, Dallas was going to get that kind of call. The more that it's looked at, the more that you look at the play, you realize looks like Dez caught it. And more so, I hate that play didn't work out or wasn't the call got reversed, mainly for Romo and Dez Bryant. For Dez, because he did most of the work on that play, and really the reason it became a controversial call as to whether or not it happened is because he is such a good athlete, and the fact that most receivers, if you can already get up there to make that elevation to catch the ball like he did, but because he has such good body control that he's always reaching, he's always trying to fight for that touchdown and reach out, and I'm never going to fault a guy for that. And so, because he reached out, then that's that, and the ball juggled around or whatever, they called it for us. And for Romo, I mean, we all know. I mean, I've been a Tony Romo guy forever now, and it would have been another great moment to add to his resume. You know, he had last week with the game-winning touchdown to Terrence Williams. This one would have been one of those. But you go to it. You look at, I mean, like Jason Garrett said after the game, everyone in the Cowboys organizations believes that Dez Bryant caught that ball. But officiating did not lose that game. The defense had its chance. When they got the ball back, they had 2 or 3 third downs they could have stopped Green Bay on. They didn't do it. There was a 3rd and 11 that sealed the game. They got their hand on the ball, and Green Bay caught it. Green Bay won the game. And I think, and I don't want to get lost in this, is Aaron Rodgers' performance. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, on one leg, played out of his mind. And so the Packers, hey, congrats to them. They're moving on. For the Cowboys, though, you know, this is the first time I took this loss a lot better than I thought I would, especially with all the controversy and what was on the line. When this thing was over, and now, of course, you know, as a fan, you're upset, you want your team to win. I took this a lot better than I thought I would. And I think it's because I'm just so dang proud of this group of guys, that this team. And it's been a while since Cowboys fans have really been able to say that at the end of the season. This team has been mocked in many ways, rightfully so, for faltering at the end of the year. Not being able to win in the clutch, can't win in December, constantly going 8-8, that kind of thing, having the division and losing it, that kind of stuff. They didn't do that this year. This team went out fighting. This team went out on its shield. And I can respect that. And as a fan, you know, if you're not going to win the Super Bowl, you might as well, you know, be proud of the fact that your team, you know, didn't go out like chumps. And they didn't do that. And they've done that before in the past. So just really proud of this guy. I think Jason Garrett really showed a lot of leadership throughout this season, but especially there at the end. I think the guy that this really hurts the most is Tony Romo. In his press conference after the game, you could see how much this weighed on him. And what he said. He said after the game, I know how hard it is to get to this point. I've been in this league a long time. And to have a good football team like we do, and not be able to go further and to really see the full potential, it's frustrating, you know? And for a guy like Tony, he didn't have a whole lot left. I mean, mainly because of injury, age, you never know. The NFL career is fleeting. But he played great for us all season long. But a lot of things in this game, DeMarco Murray, you know, he played pretty well overall, but that fumble killed us. That fumble hurt us. So I think it's been since probably when Parcells came in and the Quincy Carter-led Dallas Cowboys went 10-6 and went to the playoffs and got knocked out by Carolina in the wild card round, was the last time at the end of a season, even though, you know, Dallas ended up losing in the playoffs, I looked back and was like, yeah, I'll take that. I'm proud of that. I can take that. Maybe in that the 2009 run when they beat Philadelphia, but the 2007 run, that was more like getting hit by a Mack truck when the Giants beat us, because that was a team that I was clearly believed they were going to the Super Bowl, and then they played the Giants, and it was kind of like, wait, we lost? It's over now? This one, we were just along for the ride. This was a team, before the season started, was picked to win 3 wins. They go 12-4, win the NFC East. You have Tony Romo, Dez Bryant, and DeMarco Murray all within this season break records of former Cowboy greats. You win a wild card game, and you are 4 minutes away from going to Seattle to take on to go to the NFC Championship game. That's pretty good, and I will take that right now. This team is other than at the quarterback position, overall this team is very young. Now, we got cap space problems. It's going to be tough. I really hope they find a way to keep Dez and Murray on the team. You got to shore up the defense. The defense was opportunistic, played gritty, played tough, but was not very good overall. Gave up a lot of yardage and was very tough to depend upon to get teams off the field. They could create turnovers and takeaways, but if you just needed to stop, it was tough. And Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams definitely took advantage of that. But I think looking back, this is a season where as Cowboys fans we can keep our head held high. This is great. This was a year I got the opportunity. I didn't get to go to the Detroit game, as I said before. I didn't get to go to that. Got to go to Valley Ranch twice. You guys saw my stories on that before the Lions game, before the Packers game. That was a really neat experience. Got to talk to some guys. Got to talk to Tony Romo, talk to Orlando Scandrick, Travis Frederick, Tyrone Crawford, Jason Garrett, those guys. Got to talk to Dez Bryant real quick. He couldn't do an interview that day. He went his media day, but I shook his hand, and really nice guy. He's from Lufkin. I'm from Henderson. He's East Texas guy. So that was really fun for me as well. So this was just a really special season for me in my professional life, as a fan, all that kind of stuff. So I'm still going to end it with this. How about them Cowboys? Just really proud of the way they played this year. I can't wait till next season to see what they've got coming for us that year. But the 2014 Dallas Cowboys, this group, I think will always hold a special place for us Dallas Cowboys fans. They gave us something we hadn't seen in a while, and that was a really fun team, fun season to really invest yourself in, and they went out fighting. So, how about them Cowboys? We'll see y'all next time.